Welcome to the couch. We have with us today Joshua Morston and Tom, creator of GroupUp.me.
What's up, Earthlings?
You guys were actually talking before this podcast about language and the ability to pair two words together to create a new entity altogether. It may have something to do with those two words, it may not, but the important thing is the union of two existing things creates something that has not existed before. What do you think? Talk about it. What's on your mind?
I think that type of pattern can also be expressed when we meet somebody new in our lives. It's putting two things together that weren't there before to create something that's entirely new. I really love the quote by Bill Nye, everybody you'll ever meet knows something you don't. And in the meeting of something that's unknown, something that you don't know yet, it comes to create something that's new. And even when we meet somebody new, I think kind of tying this back to the original question, it's like we learn how to manipulate words to communicate. It's our way to communicate with each other of our experiences. And sometimes that also takes creating new thought patterns or ideas that translate to new and different words and phrases that come out. And I think that's what leads to the evolution of thoughts, ideas, consciousness.
On the other side of the evolutionary stream, where humans emerged and eventually developed not just bipedal walking habits and opposable thumbs, technological tool building abilities, but they developed language. And a part of what must have happened was the coordinating of linguistic behaviors, or the mouth motions, phonetic behaviors, I mean, and meaning, where you were able to coordinate these different elements of the things that are in the world. But part of what's interesting about language is that all the words have this way of concatenating with one another so that it becomes a sequence, an infinitely moldable sequence of words that can be used to describe literally anything. And so you just, you find meaningful ways of allotting them together, and you explore the types of connections that you experience there to be in the world, and then let your ideas, let your impressions of things soak in the linguistic modalities that you would interface with it through, and then start to build up these sequences to say things in ways that potentially have a dramatic effect on the kinds of experiences that you have on them. If I have a great idea and I tell you about it and I say it with enough fluidity and enough clarity, then when you receive it, what you hear ends up translating directly into alteration of your experience. Because I can say, check out, wow, it's funny, this curtain is standing in front of the window now, and I thought that I was about to turn and look out the window to point at the tree that was outside, but now I'm looking at this curtain, and now you're engaging whatever this little linguistic process is, while I sort of dilly-dally around trying to come up with something to say about what it is that the words I use might point you towards. Yeah.
Yeah.